Today is Tuesday, February 2nd, 2016, and the title of this rant will be Trump is done and Rubio is now the golden son. So Donald Trump lost by 4 points to Ted Cruz, and Marco Rubio came in a very surprisingly close second. Close third. So I'll say this. Everyone else will probably drop out of the race after New Hampshire. Don't know what's going to happen to all of Jeb's money. We'll see if all of those donors want that money back, and then they can give that all to Rubio. And the reason why I call him the golden son is because he is the establishment man as of right now, as in Cruz will never be the establishment man. He'll never represent the corporate wing of the Republican Party. And Trump, I think, is done. They needed that glass shattered. They needed that veneer broken up to see the real Trump, that there's absolutely nothing there. He relied 100% on bravado, a lot of vitriol, had no real policy positions whatsoever. And he really had no real ground game, where the ground game that was done, let's just say, by Bernie Sanders, Hillary Clinton, Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz. They went to all the precinct areas, or as many as they possibly could. They had their own operatives, let's say, on the ground in all of those areas. They all had extensive amount of polling, of canvassing, etc., had scripts written for specific areas on what would be the hot button issues in a specific area, calling people up, volunteering to take them to the caucus, volunteering to take them home, making sure they knew when the date, all of this kind of crap. And Trump really didn't do much of that stuff. And of course, he paid the price for it. And the question is, he's way ahead in New Hampshire. Let's just see if that is just smacked down completely. Now, the big sigh of relief will probably be from the corporatists on the Republican side, that maybe now the adults technically are back in the room because they now have their savior. And if that's going to be Rubio, then I guess that's going to be Rubio. But remember, there's a couple things about Rubio, at least in my humble opinion, is, he is young. Yes, he does. He is an attractive guy. Yes, he is extremely slick. And to the point that if you're not a seasoned veteran at watching this stuff, he comes off as extremely believable. But he's very, very slick. And he's got a lot of black money. And all of the money that's been waiting on the sideline may be starting to head his way. My question is following him since the time he was 38 and elected, I believe he beat Charlie Crist in Florida, is at 44 now. He's had money issues. He had his immigration problems. He's never really done much in the Senate. Is this the best that the Republicans can actually come up with? A guy that young with not that much of a track record, had some problems in the Senate, in the state Senate in Florida, and when we come into the general election, he's like every other Republican. He's against gay marriage. He does not believe in global climate change, and does not believe that if it actually is true, that we can actually do anything about it. He does not believe in any type of immigration reform, especially comprehensive immigration reform. He doesn't believe in increasing the minimum wage. He doesn't believe in taxing the rich. He's not interested at all in any type of gun safety laws. So just from that standpoint, just like all the Republicans, may be very, very difficult for him. But the big take from the caucus last night, I think Trump is basically done. And Marco Rubio is now the golden boy, as he is going to be the golden son. And he was going to start getting more and more of that dark money. And we'll see what happens in New Hampshire and how it plays out. Because remember, Marco Rubio wanted to be third, and third, meaning he only needed to get third place in the next three primaries for him to be in a position to really start doing well later on. Because after that, it would be a three-person race. Trump may be going, my humble opinion is, Trump may be headed down right now. He didn't say much the other night. He didn't say much the last one or two times. I actually was listening to one of the right-wing radio shows the other day, and all of these guys that come on, they all have an agenda, but just talked about how Trump seemed tired, a little bit low energy. He was a little quiet last night. He's only effective if he's really, really bombastic, and he may have been meek in conceding, but I think he's done.